Welcome back to Stooge Stream for another episode. I am your host, the Stooge, and let's do something a little bit different. Let's have a look at my Sega Game Gear collection. I'm a huge fan of handheld gaming. Look, I don't have a whole collection. I've just got a nice selection of Game Gear games, and I thought I'd share them with you, and then you guys can let me know if I'm missing anything. If, I don't know what this stuff is worth, I just pick up what I like. Yes, that is a Master System adapter sticking out of my Game Gear. I got that on the weekend, basically, actually, I ended up making $5 off the lot, so for negative $5, plus Sonic 1, 2, Buster Douglas, boxing, and a bunch of games, a bunch of Game Boy games, which I sold all of because I already had them all, but one of them was this. Sega Game Pack 4-in-1. This has got like tennis, columns, soccer, and a rally game on it. It's actually not bad. Another one of the games was WWF Wrestlemania Steel Cage Challenge. This is terrible. And the last game that I kept out of that lot was Tailspin. This actually isn't too bad. It's a platformer. Sorry, I do apologize. There was one more. I forgot about Mortal Kombat. It's Mortal Kombat. Handheld. It's not going to be great. Okay, so the rest of my collection. Here we go. I've got games sliding everywhere. They don't like being stacked. Aladdin. It's actually pretty good. Pga Tour 96. So it's a crappy sports game that came in a lot, I'm sure. Super Monaco GP, another one that would have come in a lot. Super Columns, I believe I got this in a nice big lot of games as well. Shakan. This is a port of a Genesis game. I'm not really a fan of it. This is a good game. Donald Duck Deep Duck Trouble. This is definitely one you should get if you've got a Game Gear. I believe it's also on the Master System, maybe. T2, the arcade game, it's actually pretty fun. It's not a bad little version. You control the crosshairs with your D-pad and button your shoot and bomb with 1 and 2. It's actually not too bad, and it's pretty cheap. It's a good little platformer. Asterix and The Great Rescue, nice little platformer. Based off a French comic series, I should say. Klax. It's a great version of it. The Lynx version is still better, but I think this is a really good version of the game. Very playable, lots of fun, and very colourful because the Game Gear had a great colour palette. Batman Returns? Meh, it's okay. It's pretty fun. It's not bad. It's just a beat 'em up, but it's not bad. Sonic 2. I know this might piss some people off, but I'm not a huge fan of Sonic. I guess it's a Sonic game. I'm not the best person to tell you if it's a great one or a bad one, but it's alright. Just a platformer. It's good enough. This is a great game. Castle of Illusion. Also available on Master System and Mega Drive or Genesis. This is a fantastic platformer by Sega while they were doing some of the Disney stuff. Really great game. This is a must play. One of the Illusion series. I've got another one in here somewhere as well. The GG Shinobi. Great Shinobi game. Lots of fun. It's Shinobi, but you've got different ninjas with different abilities. Pink Ninja forever. Surf Ninjas. I just had to have this because it's called Surf Ninjas. It is absolutely terrible, but it's called Surf Ninjas. How is it not the greatest game ever? The Game Gear port of Dynamite Headdy, I believe this is its own game. So this isn't like a scale down, like they actually, or a port from the Master System. I think this is its own version. Don't quote me on that though. But this is pretty good. Dynamite Headdy is pretty fun. Game that's surprisingly fun, like very surprisingly, is Power Rangers the movie. It's not bad. It's a one-on-one fighter, but it's not. Somehow it's not bad. Somehow. I don't understand how this is not terrible. All handheld one-on-one fighters from this era were just god-awful. I don't understand how this is just not crap. It's pretty fun. Dragon Crystal RPG. Think of an ease game. You bump into enemies. One of the early ease games, I should say, where you bump into enemies and that type of thing. But it is an RPG. It's actually quite fun. I think it might actually be procedurally generated as well, because basically you just start with nothing, and like you can't see anything on the map, and you've got to like walk around and unlock the map and find stuff, and yeah, it's good. Another game which is better than any right it has to be on the Game Gear. Like, honestly, this should not be any good, but this is really decent. It's not as, visually spectacular as, say, the Genesis or Super Nintendo version of this game, but this is really playable and really fun, and it's not that expensive. This is one you should definitely pick up. The other Illusion game, Land of Illusion. If you like Castle of Illusion, if you've played any of the Illusion games, you will know that this is very much worth picking up. There's also World of Illusion, which is the one I'm missing, which I need to get. They are great platformers and really well done. The only one that's a port is Castle of Illusion. The other ones are made exclusively for the Game Gear, I believe. They may have actually been ported to the Master System later, but they were Game Gear games. The Terminator. Rubbish. That's about all I got to say. X-Men Mojo's World. I've been told this is the better of the two X-Men games on the Game Gear. I could be wrong. Just don't like it. I'm a huge comic book fan. I just can't get into that Genesis X-Men game style. I just never liked it. I don't know if it's the slippery ass controls that every single Genesis game had that somehow got ported over to this for no reason. I don't know if it's the level layout or design, or the fact that using your mutant power actually costs you health in some regard, in some aspects. It's like, I don't know what it is, but there's just a lot I don't like about this game, and I think mostly it's the controls. But look, again, I was never a fan of the originals, so I'm not the best person to judge this game. Jungle Book. Really haven't played much of this. I'm guessing it's a platformer of some description. I think I threw it into test, and when I got like 10 games in one lot, so I didn't actually play it that much. Let me know if this is good. I will definitely get back to it though. I knew that was going to happen at some point. And last but not least, we have The Adventures of Batman and Robin. It's another beat 'em up. It's not bad at all. Let's just cascade them all now for fun. Not a bad game. Lots of fun. Again, no Game Gear game other than the Fantasy Stars and Axe Battle and stuff is really that expensive. So if you saw anything you liked, you can pretty much just pick them up for a reasonable price. Go check out some gameplay. If you like what you see, grab it. I'm a huge fan of this system. I think it is one of Sega's best systems. That, and of course, the almighty Dreamcast that I've had since launch. But if you like handheld gaming, then you really have no reason not to get a Game Gear. It had a great library of games, a lot of unique games to the system, a lot of fun for a handheld. Yes, it drains batteries like a bastard, but get a power cord. Not very expensive. It's just your 5 volt. I think mine cost me about $2. So, thank you so much for watching. Are you a fan of the Game Gear? Let me know in the comments below. Are you just a fan of handheld gaming like I am in general? Let me know. I always like to interact with you guys. Until next time, though, I've been your host, the Stooge, and don't forget, adventure, excitement. Stooge craves not these things. Welcome to the Stooge Revolution. Yes, that's true. We're giving away 2 Pokemon prize packages as a subs contest here on Stooge Stream. At the time of this recording, we're at 190 subs. When we get to 250, we're going to choose 2, not 1, 2 random people, and we're going to send one of these packages each to you, anywhere in the world at my cost. You're going to get 1 Pokemon plushie, 1 spring-loaded Pokeball with some random Pokemon minis thrown in there, 1 soft, squish, 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 Pokemon large Pokeball keychain, 1 small Pokeball keychain, and 1 custom laser cut, light up, crystal Pokemon keychain. That is absolutely right, and all you have to do is sub to the channel. That's it. Sub to us on YouTube at Stooge Stream. Have a good look. This could be yours. Thank you so much for watching. I've been your host, the Stooge. Adventure, excitement. Stooge craves not these things. Welcome to the Stooge Revolution.